COVID-19 West African region. He had to give a report in Niger Republic on Monday, and he came back and joined us at the ministerial retreat where virtually every sector of the 9 priority areas that we looked at was impacted by COVID-19 one way or the other. So that echoes the fact that COVID-19 is real, is virulent, is dangerous, and is still spreading like wildfire. Don't be deceived with the figures you see. If we ramp up our testing, we will find. Because right now, to listen to their medical experts is that they are not testing enough. They ought to test more than that. With COVID-19, if you do not seek, you will not find. So it is very, very important that the subnationals begin to ramp up their tests. I know we are fatigued. We've been in this business in the last 6 months. Everybody is tired. The frontline workers are tired. Even the media people are tired on reporting. You are not as aggressive in reporting COVID-19 as you used to be. That's human nature. We've gotten to a point where we need to recalibrate. Any slack in this response, COVID-19 will take advantage of it. And it will continue to cause a lot of havoc. We have gotten to a point that the community transmission is being accelerated by the day. You remember we gave you a statistic some time ago telling you that out of the 774 local governments, there were only 85 local governments that had not reported a case. That was about a month ago. Probably by the time we come back to you next week or thereabout, we will tell you that all the 774 local governments have reported COVID-19 tests and confirmed cases. What that says is that the level of community transmission, it's totally all over the country. And the only way you can interrupt that community transmission is, for now, because there's no vaccine in sight. Even the trials that have been ongoing, the 3 most credible that we were thinking will come on to the scene probably before the end of this year. One of the front runners had to interrupt the process because of one of the persons that took voluntarily the test, the vaccine in the UK, developing a strange illness. And because of that, they had to interrupt it so that they will find out, is it safe to proceed or not? So everything about vaccine is now virtually, the trials are going on, but it's not in the manner in which we had thought vaccine will be available in the next couple of months. I still believe seriously that vaccines might be available in the context of early next year to later part of summer next year. Between 12 and 18 months has been the prediction. Before then, what do we do? The only vaccine we have in our hand, getting yourself entwined, for no justifiable reason, why must you travel? That is why on the part of government, we have tried as much as possible to go digital in terms of all exercises, except if it is necessary. Even the Federal Executive Council operates virtually every Wednesday, the meetings, except for members of council that would have to present memos physically. Most members of cabinet stay in their offices. We have also asked that as much as possible, travels should be very restrictive, and boards of parastatals should hold Zoom meetings or use any virtual platform for their meetings. So what I'm saying in essence is that for now, we as Nigerians have the responsibility to care for ourselves and care for our loved ones. And it is very, very important that we understand that it is a collective responsibility. I've seen the recklessness with which we exercise faith. But for now, please, until the vaccine shows up, which is not likely to be before the end of this year, whatever is being said and whatever politics is being played around it, we need to remain safe. We need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our communities. We need to protect our loved ones. One of the reasons why the president decided to extend the lifespan of the PTF is because we've opened up our international airspace. People are coming from all over the world, some coming from even high burden areas. As of today, India is number 2 to the US in terms of rates of infection. They've recorded about 4-point-something million. So they're trailing behind the US quite closely. Other countries will join the queue. And people will be coming from different places, high burden areas. That's why the protocols of coming to Nigeria has now been further tightened. We want you to produce a PCR test result 72 to 96 hours before departure, that you are free. We are opening up schools. By the time the Federal Ministry of Education conclude the arrangements, schools will open. Not for exiting classes. The universities, the tertiary institutions are there. We cannot stagnate the educational development of our wards. So we have to do something. We are opening up the sectors of the economy. So far, we just have very few left. By the time we gravitate into the next stage or phase, everything will be open.
Cough. Small droplets of fluid expelled by cough or sneezes are laced with viruses looking for new respiratory tracts to infect. When a sick person sneezes around someone who is healthy, the virus can land in the nose, mouth, or even the eyes, causing an infection. Symptoms can include fever, cough, shortness of breath. Symptoms may appear within 2 to 14 days. Seek medical advice if you develop symptoms and have been in close contact with a person known to have COVID-19, or if you live or have recently been in an area with ongoing spread of COVID-19. This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Africa's largest television network.
Service of the NTA. If I care, you care, and we all care. I share, you share, and we all share. It will be a beautiful world. It'll be a better place.